All right. So in the booklet, it says starts. And we're saying we're going to work on first step acceleration. And you could start from like a track stance. We could start from like a football stance, a 40-yard dash stance. But why don't you go ahead and stand away? Now, I would like you to put a little tension on her. So move back like right about there. That's good. And just to, make sure, I want you to just kind of jog to the line again. Make sure you know that you're safe. See that? So I want you to keep about 6 yards, 7 yards of load. Okay? So you're 6 to 7 yards back, and you just stand there. One thing I want you to do with those kids, too, is make them check their belts, because a lot of times the kids will click it, but it's clipped reversed, and they'll take off and it'll pop off and hit you.
That would be a disaster.
So you got to make sure these kids check their belts, because it's like, or they get their shirt caught in there.
Yeah. Sure.
So when we talk about accelerating, the first 3 steps in running is like the most important, to be honest. Right. So we get them down. I like to go left foot lead, and I just want to make sure they understand their arm sequence. So I'll step across the line and make sure that my arms are sequenced up. So do that for me. So left leg forward. You're going to step forward. Notice how your hands are off. So you're opposite. So it'd be.
So you say left foot forward?
Yeah.
And then this hand goes forward.
No. If you think about if I drive my right leg forward, my left arm is coming up. So it's opposite. There you go. Yep. Just do 1 step. So this is like just testing their arms. So step across, come back. Step across, come back. Be an athlete.
I'm trying, but now I'm thinking about it.
Caveman.
Start other way.
So,
this way? Yeah.
So your right arm is up.
Yeah.
Left. Boom. Okay? And just keep that foot down. So, yeah. So this is tricky for kids to do that.
Oh, yeah.
So what we're working on, there's a few things we can do here. You're going to try to get to that line in 3 steps. So it looks like this. Load. 1, 2, 3. And that's working on extending and pushing. 4. See how you took 4 steps? You might give her a little bit of less tension. See how you're taking 4? So you need to work on a couple things. And this is where you can actually start teaching stuff. This is what we teach. That first step where you go and stop. What are you looking at here? Full extension of here. Glute is activated. So that's what I would probably teach first. Kids have to understand that push-off leg needs to push, because your first step is too little. So let's. You need to try to get that leg straight.
Back one or the front one?
Back one, as you push. There you go. And see how your first step is big now?
Yeah.
Now think about that as you accelerate. 1, 2, 3. 3.5.
She's improving.
She's getting better. So this is what the starts are. 1, 2, 3. There you go. You almost got it.
3 1/4. Feels very unnatural.
Because you've never done it like this. You've never done it the right way. Now let's see you try it.
When we skated, when I was taught to skate, it was the same arm and same leg.
I think you just do what your body thinks it would tell you.
Well, the thing about skating is you push your arms crossing like this. It's still the opposite. So just practice that start step. So left leg forward.
More people start with static arms.
Wait.
You're right.
I'm just, okay.
Just do a 1 step. Boom. That's okay.
Still put the wrong arm forward.
It's okay. So put your left leg forward and your right arm is up. And just step once. And just try to get them here.
That was like a jump.
Yeah. And now you got to also load the lever. What does that mean? Your leg is a lever, so you got to load it. You got to squat, sit, and then step. And then I want you to keep that leg straight and squeeze your tush, because that's when kids learn how to push. It's something you got to practice, though. I don't expect you to perfect right.
A lot of brain rewiring.
So then now just try to go full sprint to that line. See if you can get to that line in 3 strides. There you go. 1, 2, 3.
You got it.
1, 2, 3.
You got it. Here you go.
All right. All right. So that's the starts. I would do that the first day to teach them there's a purpose why am I running 5 yards? Well, if you do it right, you're doing less work. Don't take 5 steps, take 3 steps. So that would be a start. Now, this is where you can kind of mess with the bands and like double them up. So you could take 2 sleeves, and we'll take this off. We're going to go through this. All right. Okay, now you're going to buckle those 2.
Okay.
Actually, no. I say take that back. Come here. You're going to hook all 4 of these to you.
I think we would have to preset this up.
See how you just go like this?
Oh, that's what I just undid.
Got it.
Now, again, you can just use 2 reds. You don't need the non-sleeve. I'm just showing you, like, that's how you want to hook up this set. So now this setup, I'm going to zoom in on it. So we got 2 sleeve bands, loop through the loop. So all the hooks are on one person. Now treat this as like remember the big green rubber bands we used that like Cal Dietz had? Everybody has them. And we did partner resisted running.
Yeah.
So this is where you would run and you would follow her.
Yeah.
And what we're doing, this is more power running. So this is accomplishing a couple things. I'm driving and I'm leaning forward. I'm pumping my leg. It's more of like you're up and down and you're trying to get, I would do this 10 yards probably, but just, you don't have to kill yourself, you guys, but just kind of run against her and you follow her. See that? So this is like power.
Yeah.
And then you lower her first, get her some tension. All right. And then you would literally just go like 10 yards, 5, 10, but you could do 20. So this is partner resistance running.
Right.
And this is another way to use these bands because you want a lot of tension on this. You don't want to do it with 1 because it'll overstretch and that just is going to tax the bands like that.
Right.
So this is that's in there called partner running. Just so now, stay there. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you, I'm going to skip to overspeed. Now I'm skipping all the broad jump stuff. That's pretty basic. We're broad jumping, single leg bounding, but I'll go through that. But the overspeed is kind of fun. So here's what we're going to do. You guys got all this space, face each other again. I'm going to take that one off and where's the other one? There you go. And then we'll take this one off. All right, let's pull that through. All right. Hook that to you. Oh, I took the clip off. Sorry. Let's do this. We'll put this one on you. We'll bring this one to there, and you're set. So you go all the way back there. This is fun for the kids. So we got 2 bands linked together, 20 feet. You know right now that band will safely stretch 20 yards because it's 2 10s. Now, overspeed. Come forward until that hits the ground. I'm sorry. Just like start back up. Once keep going right there. So that's starting.
Yep.
Now back up a little bit. See as it comes up?
Yep.
That's when the drill is going to start. So overspeed would be this. Come forward, stay right there. Now, you're going to catch her. Now, we'll go slow motion. You're going to backpedal 5 yards.
Okay.
And then you're going to turn and sprint. You're going to catch her. I don't know. You need a lot of room for this.
Sure.
She's going to get pulled. You're going to get resisted, basically. And you keep running until that little buckle hits the ground. That means you caught back up. You may have to go 40 yards. So it is. So let's kind of go slow motion. You start backpedaling. Keep going. No, you stay.
Oh, quit cheating.
So
Well, I thought when it got
no.
off the ground,
I said that wrong. You got to wait for her.
Chase it once I turn.
Yes. So she starts backpedaling. Keep going. 5 yards. Keep going. Then turn and run. You start. And stop. There's a net there. That's how you do it. It's 5 yard backpedal.
And then it's reaction time too, 'cause
Yes.
you can't go until the other person
Yes.
turns.
But as soon you're watching that ring,
Yeah.
and as soon as that hits the ground, you yell stop because she's going to keep going. Okay, so it's teamwork too. I mean, that's another way to do it. Overspeed.
Sure.
So then I want you to go to the door. I want you to go down there. Stand by the door.
Oh,
You go against the wall. Let's go farther down. So 5, 10, 15, 20 yards between you two.
yep.
Face me. So what you can do on a field is you would run across the field together, but you have to stay on the line. So what's happening is the bands are pulling you off center. So why don't you guys just walk on the line? You would be running right now, but just walk. So you'd run across the field and turn, and then you would go across the field again. And you're staying on the line. So what this is good for is kind of working on body awareness and like staying linear, even though there's a force pulling you to the middle.
Yeah.
So that's fun too. Now, if you want to make it harder, you would just add that other band to it. It's going to pull them harder to the middle.
You do have shuffles too.
You could shuffle, yes. You could do anything. Think about that. Yeah, you could do sprint back pedals, shuffle. So come back to me. You guys can come back to me. So that would be the lateral loading, which is the last one on the page. But just going quickly to broad jumps. I'll just kind of talk about this. Here we go, double load. So you hook that up. You would just put that on here. Notice we don't need, so face that way. So when you teach a broad jump, you want to make sure the kids sequence right. What I teach is this. I say, everybody up, tippy toes, arms up out of your head. Up, load is pull back, not tilt. So you got to bend the knees, right? So load, and then explode. Stick your landing. So we'll go up tall, load, explode, land. Load, explode, land. And normally I would have her go 5 yards. And you want to try to get to that line in 3 steps, 3 jumps. And then you would just start over, and then you would come back, and then you would go. So, but just teach the kids how to jump, because
Right. And not just do it.
you'll see a lot of like split.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to learn how to jump forward.
Oh, multiple. It's crazy.
Come back for break and do it all.
They got to stick their landing on their heels. It says try to get to the 5 to 10 yard cone in 4 jumps. Triple broad jumps. That would be more of this series where there's no pause. It'd be 1, 2, 3. That's advanced. I would start with singles, and it's just triple broads, and then that would lead into the split stance jump. Okay, so this is where you can get athletic development. You go from a load to a split stick, then load to a split stick. That's just teaching them how to land different ways. Then you could go split stance to load basics, split squat, jump to catch. That's what's listed in there. And then there's single leg progressions. Right leg only, jump, catch, jump, catch, jump, catch. Notice how I stick and pause. I'm not wobbling all over. I would do that first, each leg. Then there's a series of 3. 1, 2, 3. Start over. So that's kind of the progressions I do with jumping. You could do hockey.
Sure.
Load, catch, load, catch, load, catch. Notice how I jump on one leg. Try to teach the kids. Hockey's a one-legged sport. Everybody's on one skate. So teach that, and then you could even do skater hops. And that's it.
That's it.
What do you think?
Just that. It's very versatile. I like it.
It is.
I like it too.
Sweet.
If anything, we could like this would probably be older girl stuff we could introduce once we get that down. We can introduce.
With the little kids, you can do the first part though.
Right.
Running,
Sure,
backpedaling,
for sure.
shuffling. So
Yeah,